dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, seeing a suspected killer for the first time. The family of Marlena Holland Hurt, the woman killed in Hazard 2 Sundays ago, saw the man police say killed their loved one appear before a judge. WYMT's Will Puckett was in the courtroom when Lewis made his first appearance.
Anthony Lewis, the man suspected of murdering Marlena Holland Hurt just more than a week ago, appeared in court for the first time this morning. His appearance lasted no more than 5 minutes. He was assigned a public defender. Lewis does have a past criminal history with a prior conviction out of Harlan County and was actually awaiting trial in Leslie County when he committed, allegedly, this crime. The family of Holland Hurt was in the courtroom this morning and are still mourning the loss of Marlena. And now they're just looking for one thing.
I love Marlena. She's in heaven. And God just let her rest in peace. Justice for Marlena. That's all I'm asking, justice.
Marlena's mother says after this has all happened, she is afraid when she goes outside of her house. Her uncle said that if he got the chance to talk to Lewis, he would ask why. Why did he commit this crime? In Perry County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
Lewis will be back in court August 6th at 9 in the morning. A Laurel County woman is dead after a crash this morning. The sheriff says it happened on Glenview Road around 8 a.m. 22-year-old Caitlin Victoria Combs of London was driving west when her vehicle dropped into a ditch. The sheriff believes Combs overcorrected, causing the vehicle to slide across the road and hit a tree. No one else was in the vehicle at the time.
Listen, there's only so many different adjectives I can use to talk about today. Gorgeous, beautiful, fantastic, amazing. But let's show you some pictures that'll show you the tale of that. Stonecrest Golf Course right now. Few clouds in the sky, but sunny, beautiful. Not too bad on temperatures either, so not too bad across the board. Same thing outside WYMT here in Hazard and over Whitesburg. Just a few more clouds there as well this afternoon. Live pinpoint Doppler radar, nice and quiet. A dreary start to the day gave way to some clearing skies this afternoon. We'll see temperatures very mild for this time of the year. Late July, 74 Pikeville, 79 here in Hazard, 76 in London, 75 in Harlan, 70 exactly in Wise, and 79 in Middlesboro at this hour. That's quite a bit of a difference in some locations that from this time yesterday. 5 degrees colder in Wise, but just down the road in Jonesville, it's actually 5 degrees warmer, a couple of degrees colder in Jackson, Hazard, Harlan, and Middlesboro. Across the region there, 81 Paducah, Bowling Green, Owensboro, 83 in Louisville, the warmest spot in the state, 83 down in Nashville as well, but 74 in the Tri-Cities. Very, very pleasant, less humidity, and temperatures are going to continue to fall. Steve, it's going to be one of those nights you want to open the windows tonight. You may even need to turn the air conditioner off because it's going to be pretty chilly at times. I'll have the rest of that forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, big changes. Brandon, thank you very much. Well, a close call for one family early Friday morning. An unknown man tried to break into Hazard State Senator Brandon Smith's home around 4 a.m. WYMT's Lauren McCourt talked with Smith and is in the newsroom with more. Lauren?
Steve, I talked with Senator Brandon Smith earlier today about the close call. Smith has currently been at the special session in Frankfort for close to a week now and was at home, and thankfully neither was his wife and kids. Their security camera did catch the man on tape looking around the outside of their house and even attempting to open up doors.
Any more security camera enough, it's just not enough. I mean, we are living in a time that's very dangerous. People are very emboldened, and it can be a matter of mental illness or drugs that they're on at the time that can make normally good people do very, very bad things.
Now, this is the second time in 4 weeks that someone has attempted to break into the Smith home. He is thankful that the man was not able to break in, but hopes that the police can make an arrest soon. Steve?
All right, Lauren in our newsroom, thank you very much. We'll have more on this later tonight. Now, if you have any information on who that man might be in the surveillance video, you should call Hazard City Police. The search is on for thousands of dollars worth of stolen lawn care equipment. Markham's Lawn Care stores its equipment in a unit north of Somerset. Sometime yesterday, the thieves cut a lock on the garage door and made off with several zero-turn mowers and other equipment. Tyler Markham is now out $50,000, and without his mowers and equipment, he says he cannot work.
Of course, I had a big 20-foot trailer, and then 2 big zero turns, and then another zero turn stander, and then 4 weed eaters, and 2 backpack blowers and a handheld blower, and then miscellaneous tools that was in the toolbox.
The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office is investigating the theft. Markham says he is working to replace the mowers so he can get back to work. We now know the funeral arrangements for a child killed in an ATV crash in Wolfe County. 12-year-old Macy Morris was driving the ATV on Straight Creek Road early Friday evening. Porter and Son Funeral Home in Campton is handling the arrangements. The visitation is Wednesday at 6 p.m. and the funeral service will be Thursday at 2 p.m. Prestonsburg's Mountain Arts Center has appointed a new executive director. Joe Campbell is a Prestonsburg native who has worked at the MAC in some capacity for more than 10 years. He began working for the facility in high school before leaving to get his degree from the University of Kentucky. Campbell returned to the mountains in 2016 and began working at the MAC as programming and marketing director. He took on the role of interim executive director in March of this year and was appointed to fill the position this month. Campbell says he wants to use his new position to promote the area.
I just want people to realize, as from a tourism standpoint, that we are here. I mean, you don't have to drive to Lexington, Louisville, Cincinnati for top-notch shows and entertainment.
Campbell says he's excited for the opportunity to fill the position and he looks forward to the many different things the MAC has planned. Day 4 of the special session adjourned a little early today. Governor Bevins planned to address pension costs for universities and quasi-governmental agencies cleared another hurdle. A Senate committee heard testimony and discussed the proposal for about an hour before passing it on to the full Senate. Hillary Thornton tells us what's next.
Well, the debate over Governor Matt Bevins' proposal for pension relief moved to the Senate today. His proposal in front of a committee. Lawmakers on that committee hearing some testimony and about an hour's worth of discussion, ultimately approving it to go on to the full Senate. Republican Representatives James Tipton and Jerry Miller giving testimony for the bill that Representative Miller says is not so much pension reform, but instead more like a payment plan. It does freeze the contribution rate at 49% for a year. It also gives groups a choice to either stay in the state system or to exit it by either paying what they owe in a lump sum or in installments. Murray State University's president in front of the committee voicing his support for the bill, calling the pension situation unsustainable and explaining if this measure doesn't pass, they will have to quickly find $4 million to make their payment.
Pensions are going the wrong direction. State appropriations are going the wrong direction, and the gap in between puts great pressure on our students and families.
The bill passing a straight party line vote with 8 Republicans voting yes and 3 Democrats voting no.
It doesn't fix the unfunded liability. It just further weakens the system by stripping people's pensions away who think they're going to be earning it.
We've said all along that this is not going to solve all the problems. It is a positive step in the right direction.
Senate Majority Leader Damon Thayer says they do have enough votes in the full Senate to pass this bill. He expects that vote will take place on the floor tomorrow morning. For now, at the state capitol, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Under this proposal, groups will have a 30-day window to exit the system beginning April 1st. Lawmakers say that gives them time to get all the financial information they need and to see if any pension reform happens during the regular session. Former special counsel Robert Mueller is scheduled to testify tomorrow in a much-anticipated hearing. He will appear before 2 congressional committees about his report on Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. The Justice Department sent Mueller a letter last night instructing him to stick to the boundaries of his report. President Trump continues to call Mueller's investigation a phony witch hunt.
He still ruled no collusion, no obstruction, and this thing should have ended a long time ago. This has been going on for 2.5 years.
Democratic sources say they do not expect any new revelations to come out of tomorrow's hearing, but are banking on there being a lot of viewers who have not read the report. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Tuesday afternoon. The Dow closes up today more than 177 points. 2 rescues in Atlanta, Georgia were caught on body cam video where children were locked in hot cars. With several weeks left of summer, doctors and first responders are hoping parents remain vigilant. These are the dramatic moments caught on camera as Atlanta police officers work to free 2 children trapped in the dangerous July heat. An average of 37 kids die each year in hot cars nationwide. Straight ahead on First at 4, find out why homeowners paying high prices to recharge or replace their air conditioners.
After a bit of a dreary morning, we've had a nice afternoon, and we're going to continue to see that break in the action. How long will it last? I'll have the answer in a few minutes.